Hi everyone. Today myself Dipali Arora, Solution Specialist in Structures at Capricorn Technologies, bring you to our weekly insight on how to modify beam members. So Capricorn Technologies is a Win Zero company and a partner of choice for the AC industry and is one of the biggest platinum partners of Autodesk and Bentley along with Authorized Training Center. We have 300 plus inspired team members, and Capricorn is serving over 20,000 customers in AC and associated industries. So we'll concentrate on the modifications of beam members using tools in this technical insight. We'll demonstrate the following tools like adding beam, how we'll insert the nodes, how we will intersect the beams, how we will merge the selected members. All these things will be covered in this today's insight. So this is the structure that I'll be using in my today's video. So suppose first I'll just select a floor. Say I'll select the first floor. I'll go to view and I'll go to left side view. Suppose I'll select this floor. I'll go to view, selected objects. Okay. So today's agenda is how we'll modify our beam members. So these are our beam members. Suppose first we'll go to geometry tab, and in geometry tab you'll notice there's a beam section over here, and we'll be doing this tools one by one. Suppose first we'll be using how we will create a beam at midpoint and then at perpendicular intersections. So suppose we want to add a beam here, suppose. And now first what we'll do is, suppose I'll click on this, add at midpoint. And I'll just, first I've clicked anywhere in this beam member. Now I'll click anywhere in this second member. Or beam that has been created is exactly has been placed at the midpoint of this beam member. If I may show you, let's go to utilities and beam tools. I'll dimension this beam, or I'll say I'll just do the node to node distance. The distance is 3 meter and our beam has been divided into 1.5 and 1.5. So we just have to go to geometry tab. If we want to add a beam at a midpoint, just select this midpoint option, click anywhere on the member. Second, click anywhere on the member and beam will be created at the midpoint. Now moving on to create a beam at a perpendicular intersection. For that, first, you'll need to have a node at a particular member where you want to create a member at a perpendicular intersection. Suppose this from here, I want to create a perpendicular beam. I'll select this node. I'll click on this node. And now I'll click anywhere on the second node. And this beam has been created. So this is how you can create a beam at midpoint or by using perpendicular intersection. Now moving on to how we will say I'll create a beam from here to here. Suppose I'll use this midpoint option and I'll create this beam from here to here. But technically it should be intersected at this point. Suppose I'll just click on highlight intersecting beams, which means these are intersecting, and but there is no such node, or they are not getting separated. So what we'll do is, again we'll click on this, we'll say intersect selected beams, and see two new beams has been created. So this is how you can um, divide the intersecting members if you want to. Now moving on to, like, we have already divided this beam. Suppose now we want to merge this beam. We'll select this member. We'll select the member which we want to merge. And this is our merge selected beam option. I'll click on this. Click on merge. Yes. Close. Now this beam has been merged. But node is still there because this beam is still divided in two equal halves. Suppose I'll also merge this beam. Merge. See. So this is how you can use these options. This is renumbering of beams. I've already created a video on this. Please go and have a look at that video. And this is a move beam option. Like if we want to move a beam, suppose this is a beam and we want to move. I'll click on this. Suppose I want to move it in, say, 0.700 meters. I want to move this beam. See, this beam has been moved to say 1 meter. So these are the options which are available in geometry and the beam section. These are all options will be available, and we can use these different options to modify our beam members. Like suppose now we want to create a node between this member. I'll click on this insert node option. Like there are few options available. If I want to add at midpoint, I'll click on midpoint. I'll click on OK, and my node has been added at the midpoint. Now suppose I want to create a node at this member. I'll again click on its insert node. Suppose I want to add three nodes, or n equals to, suppose I'll say 3. Now I'll click on add endpoints. 3, it will be divided into 4 equal halves. I'll click on OK. So like this, you can use this insert node option and divide your member like in whichever way you feel like. If you want to create at midpoints, then add a midpoint. If you want to create at end distance, then click on end distance. And if you want to uh, divide it at specific distance, just write the distance over here. Suppose I'll say 0.500. I'll click on add new point and click on OK, and new point has been created. For more videos and updates, do subscribe our channel, Caprico Technologies Private Limited, and like and comment if you like the insight. We would be delighted to hear from you. Please reach out to us for any suggestions, query, or topic you would want to discuss. Thank you so much for watching the insight. See you next week. Take care.